Good morning, student. Student, as you know, your second unit test exam is going on, but it takes so much of time to complete your unit test second examination. So there are so many gaps in between your examination. So I would like to continuous taking your class through online. So all of you get ready to attend your online class in your biology chapter of subject science. Okay, student. So today we will discuss about a new chapter number 12. Chapter number 12. So all of you open the chapter number 12, the reproduction in plants. In the last previous class, in this month, I have started the chapter number 12. What is reproduction in the plants? So reproduction means a vital process in which the species maintain their organism is maintain their species on the earth. Okay, in plants there are two ways by which they are reproduced: asexually and asexually. Generally in plants, asexually are by different methods. Okay, by the natural methods, by the vegetative propagations. So first of all, be ready to attend your class. So let's study the chapter number 12. Okay, today is the 22nd of the February 2021, class 7th science. I am taking your biology chapter topic, chapter number 12. All of you open your chapter number 12. Reproduction in plants. Okay, reproduction in plants. So in plants generally our asexual reproduction takes place. Okay, so the new individual, when the new individual produced from the parent cells, is called the reproduction. Okay, new individual when produced by the parents of the same species is called the reproduction. Why I am say the same species? Because it is generally found in their same species. Okay, by which the same kind of the individuals are produced. Okay, so reproduction helps in the continuity of their life on the earth. They also maintain the population species on the earth surface. Okay, so modes of reproduction take place by two process, by asexual and sexual types of reproduction. Asexual, second is sexual. Asexual means only one parent is required to produce the new individual, and sexual means there are two parent cells are required to produce the new species, to produce the same kinds of their species. Okay, so asexual reproduction are various types: by the cell fission, budding, second budding. I will discuss one by one. Detail: spore formation, fragmentation, spore formation. Fourth, fragmentation, regeneration, vegetative propagation. Regeneration, and sixth is the vegetative propagation. Okay, so these are the steps of asexual reproduction. Vegetative are two types. One is the natural process, one is the artificial. One is the natural process and second is the artificial process. Okay, by root, stem, aerial stem. Nature by root, by stem, by underground stem, aerial stem. These are two types. By root, by stem, by buds. Okay, adventitious bud. Okay, so now we will study one by one about the cell fission. Okay, fission are generally of two types: cell fission in multiple and binary fission. Binary fission and multiple fission. Binary fission are found in the amoeba and paramecium. This is the unicellular organism. In binary fission, the amoeba, you have seen the amoeba in the diagram. So suppose this is the amoeba, and first their nucleus divide. Suppose nucleus divide, then their cytoplasm divide. Then it forms the two daughter nuclei. Okay, first nucleus divide, then second cytoplasm divide. And multiple fission found in the malaria parasite in Plasmodium. Multiple. Okay, they are found in the cyst. When they burst, they produce so many Plasmodium in the blood, in the RBC. Okay, so splitting up cell into the more cells is called the multiple, which is found in the Plasmodium. Now student, I am going to explain about the budding. Budding types of the reproduction found in the non-green plants. budding, budding, found in the yeast and also found in the hydra. Okay, in budding, a parent, this is the parent cell. Suppose this is the parent cell. A parent cell has raised a bud on their any side. Okay, so they grow a chain of the bud. They have all the cells. Chain of bud, new buds, developing buds. Okay, Suppose this is the new buds. This is the developing bud. Developing buds. Nucleus, cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm. This is the, suppose this is the yeast. This is the nucleus, cytoplasm, cell wall, already given in your. Okay, when they are broken down, all the chain of the bud make a new what? A new yeast. So reproduction is yeast takes place by the budding. Same in the hydra. Suppose this is the hydra. A new buds, tentacles. This is tentacles. And new buds arise, and after some time they grow and they detach from the parent cell and produce a new hydra. Now, what is spore formation? Mucor, moss, bread molds are the example of the spore formation. Spore formation. Spore formation found in the mucor. Okay, in the mucor, fern, moss, bread molds, in fern, moss. This is the pteridophytes plants, which is generally arise from their spores. New plants arise from their spores. Spores is very small, a single cell structure. Generally, you have seen the green patches on the bread when they are expired. So, or when you dip a chapatis in water and place it for 2 or 3 days in the dark. After some times, the green or blue color are found in the surface of the chapatis. Generally, these are the mucor. These are the mucor or bread molds, which are small spores. When they are brushed, they arise a new mucor, new bread. Okay, new. White, fluffy mass going on surface of the moist, stale bread is the germination of spores. Okay, they covered all area of the chapatis or the breads. Generally, these are the, student, you can see in the bread sporangious spores. Suppose this is the bread, spoiled bread. BREAD. When you generally see this type of the structure in the microscope, in the electron microscope, when you see under the electron microscope, this protective layer help in the survive under the unfavorable condition. So this is the hyphae, spores, sporangium. Sporangium, where many spores are found. This is the HYPH, hyphae, sporangiosspore. Spore, and this is the hyphae, HYPHAE. Hyphae is just like the roots which absorb the nutrients from the bread. Okay, so such as a extremely high temperature, lack of the food and the water, when the condition become favorable, the hyphae take the nutrients from the bread and chapatis, and the sporangia form the spores. When they brush, they spread on the chapatis. Okay, so a new spores form. Rhizopus. Okay. Now, what is the fragmentation? Fragmentation type of asexual reproduction found in the fragmentation. It is found in the Spirogyra. S-P-Y, Spiro, G-Y-R-A. Spirogyra. Spirogyra is a river-like structure. Okay. So they have cell wall. Cytoplasm nucleus, cell wall, CHLO chlorophyll, nucleus, vacuole, vacuole. Any part of the, suppose any part of the Spirogyra, suppose any part of the Spirogyra split from their parent cell, they produce a new what? New Spirogyra plants. Okay, the ability of living things to repair themselves, to grow the damaged cell into the new individual is called the regeneration. But fragmentation and regeneration is there are two processes. Okay, the breaking part of the body, one or two pieces, and each pieces arise a new individual. This is called fragmentation, because in each pieces have the nucleus, cytoplasm, and the favorable condition, they arise a new individual, new Spirogyra. This is type of fragmentation. And regeneration, the ability of living things to repair their body, to grow damaged parts, is called a regeneration. So plants have a power of good regeneration. So they fulfill their tissue, repair their tissue, damaged tissue. But this is not ability to found in the human being. Okay, only liver regenerate their tissues and fulfill their wounds. Okay, in planaria and the ability to regenerate the new tails of the lizard. Lizard also show the regeneration. Now, student, in your book, there is the vegetative propagation. So, reproduction of a plant by its vegetative parts. It's called a vegetative reproduction. Without its vegetative parts. You know what is the vegetative parts? Because any part of the flower, the stamen, pistil, spores. Okay. So, vegetative parts means their roots, their stem, their leaf. This is the vegetative parts. Now, we will discuss about the vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction. Because I am going to explain very fast, then, because there are so many chapters are left and we have no more time, because your half yearly examination will be I think in the next 15th of the March. So complete your chapter before the starting of the annual examination. Okay, from vegetative part without the help of reproductive organ. From vegetative parts like root, leaf, bud, stem, any part without any reproductive organs. You know, this is the two types: artificial means man-made and naturally. Artificial and man-made. So vegetative propagation by modified root, naturally. By modified root. Modified roots: dahlia, sweet potato, asparagus, dahlia, sweet potato. They are the example of the modified stool. When they are cut the stem of the sweet potato, dahlia, asparagus and planted in the soil, after some times they grow into the shoot and rise the shoot parts, and in the shoot parts there are so many sweet potato are hanging in their plants. Asparagus, dahlia are some other example of the modified roots. Okay, new plants are obtained from their modified roots. And vegetative propagation by modified underground stem. By underground stem. You know, vegetative. This is vegetative reproduction by first, second, by underground stem. Okay. Potato, you know, example is the main is the potato. This is the potato. In potato, there are so many buds. Where are cutted these and go in the soil. Okay, these parts which give rise the new plant contain the meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue. In the buds, they have the meristematic tissue, which is the ability to grow in the new plant. Okay. So potato is a good example of the underground stem. In some other examples are also ginger from rhizome, onion, you know, bulb. Okay, ginger, rhizome, from rhizome, onion from bulb. Okay. So in ginger, this is the underground stem which is grow from the rhizomes, and onion which is also underground stem, example of underground stem which is grow from the bulb. Okay. Vegetative propagation by the aerial stems. Aerial stems which is found above the soil. Chrysanthemum strawberry, chrysanthemum strawberry, chrysanthemum strawberry, grass mint, by aerial stem. Okay, grass, suppose this is the node, this is the internode. So where the internode, internode, okay, and this is the node. So this is the features of the stem, which have the node and internode. Okay, suppose this is the base of the suppose plant. When are contact with the soil, suppose this is the mint, and mint point has the, this is the base, and they arise so many stems. When are contact with the soil, they arise a new plant. So they covered all the field by the process of the aerial stems. Okay. So internode are found between the two nodes. So nodes have the aerial stems, which when they are contact with the soil, they arise as new plants. Example: mint, grass, rhizobium, and certain intervals and giving rise to a new plants. You can see the diagram in your textbook. You can see. Now vegetative adventitious buds of leaf. By adventitious bud of leaves. ADVENTIOUS. Example is Bryophyllum. BRYOPHY. Bryophyllum leaves are so very big. Generally found in the tropical plant forest. When they are fallen down from the trees, when they are come in the favorable condition, that the adventitious bud. This is the adventitious bud. Okay, arise a new plant. This is the adventitious buds. This is found at the tip of the side vein. This is the mid vein. This is the side vein. This is the petiole, petiole. This is the leaf apex. This is called the blade. Okay, all lamina. In the lamina of the leaf blade, there are so many adventitious buds arises in the favorable condition, and each buds arise a new plants. It is found in the example of the Bryophyllum leaf. Bryophyllum leaf. Okay. And now I am going to explain about I am going to take few minutes more to complete the asexual reproduction today. So artificial method of vegetative propagation. This is complete vegetative propagation through the natural process. Now I am going to explain by the artificial, means man-made. First is Second, this is the artificial. First is the natural. Artificial have so many methods to rise in new plants: cutting, layering, grafting, tissue culture. Through cutting, grafting, LAYE, layering, and tissue culture. Cutting, very good example of a rising new plant, that is rose. Okay, rose plant have so many branches. Cut any branch. When you are plant in the any container, after some times, when you give the proper moist warmth and temperature, it arises a new rose plant. This is a good example of the rose. Cutting of the rose stem with some leaf buds. Okay, suppose there are some leaf buds. Okay, sugarcane, cactus, rose, bougainvillea, sugarcane, CAC, cactus, bougainvillea are some example of the cutting. These are the parts of the plants, vegetative parts, means stem. When we are transplanted in the soil and give the proper water, moisture, temperature, they rise a new plants. Plants can grow in a lesser time as compared to the plant grow in the seeds. Okay, this types of method takes the lesser times as compared to the when they are rise from the seed also. Now layering. Layering means the lower branch plant bent to ground and covered with moist soil. After some times, chameli, jasmine, bougainvillea, LAYE are layering. Chameli, BOU, bougainvillea, strawberry and strawberry. So many examples. Suppose this is the plant. One branch is bent and deep in the and 6 to 8 centimeter covered with the soil of one branch. Bougainvillea, guava, mango, when bent, they rise a new plants. Okay, produce a new planting. These plantlets are separated from the parent plants and made to grow a new plants. Jasmine. This is the type of the layering. Means one branch bend in the soil, after some times a new plant rise just like the same plants. And grafting. Very simple. When we rise a new plant, so first of all there is a scion which are fixed on the base of the any plants. Suppose you can see in the next diagram, top. Suppose this is the STOCK, and if you want the new plants, SCION, Sion. Suppose this is some plants. Okay. Suppose I want to desire some ornamental plants, flowering plants, and any fruits. So first of all, we cut a part of the stem, which is the called the stalk, and desired plant are the graft over the stalk and bind with some papers or with the threads and moisture it for few days. After some time, they are joined together and their xylem phloem are mixed to their Sion xylem phloem, and a new plant arises from the base of the stalk. Okay. So new varieties of flowering plants and fruit bearing plants can be developing by grafting. And tissue culture is a new techniques by which we can take any vegetative parts like shoot, by words, by stem, and it will be prepared in contaminant free area in the artificial nutrient mediums. Artificial nutrients medium in the laboratory. Okay. After sometimes the different parts of the plant, desired plant, when they are scattered in their natural artificial medium, okay, the are made for callus differentiated into root and shoot, and sometimes they are arise in new plants, and after some time we are planting these small plants in the greenhouse, and in greenhouse they are grow very fast and planted in the other field. So we can produce thousands of plants from a single cells of the any vegetative parts. This is the tissue culture method. Now I am going to give you some homework. Read about reproduction in plants. In this, you will read about asexual methods and vegetative methods. Now, next class we will study about the sexual modes of reproduction. Okay? Thank you. Have a nice day.